channel. So, today we are brought to you by absolutely nobody because I don't have any sponsors. But I'm here and we're brought by the letter A. A is for A. And also Ayo. So, on this channel, we mainly discuss not really much. This episode, I'll be discussing, I guess, what I want to talk about since there's nobody here. So, you want to talk about a hot topic? Let's discuss the Raja Jackson situation. So, we all saw the incident this weekend, over this past weekend, where Raja Jackson uh, got into a physical altercation in what was thought to be a scripted wrestling event against wrestler Psycho Stu. Now, Psycho Stu is in the hospital, apparently stable but suffering injuries. But this was all started over an altercation that began in a parking lot. Wrestler Psycho Stu, unaware that Roger Jackson wasn't a worker, and by worker, in wrestling terms, that would be somebody who's in the wrestling business. And he hit him with a beer can. Now, reports initially said the beer can was a prop can. Turns out it was not a prop can. Upon impact with Raja's head, the two men confronted each other, upon which you could hear several times in the background, whether, I'm not sure if it was Psycho Stu or other individuals saying, uh, you're not going to sell it, you're not going to sell it. Now, in modern slang, which is actually somehow derived from wrestling, sell means kind of to lie. But in the wrestling world, sell means to like show that my move had impact, because it makes the other guy look bad if you no sell his moves. So, after their initial impact, I believe that Psycho Stu offered to make an apology with Raja, and somewhere along the line, the wrestler, unnamed cowboy hat with the DH or whatever letters on his that DH tattoo. He mentions to Raja he can go get his receipt. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the wrestling business, oh my shit, orientation lock. Now, for those of you hold on, technical difficulties. All right. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the wrestling industry, a receipt is when you go into the ring and you give a wrestler basically his get back for whatever previous maneuver or assault he put on you that he may or may not have gone too far. Now, you don't typically send an untrained person to the ring. Now, as of lately, last, I want to say, since COVID, 3-4 years, wrestling has understood that it's about selling tickets. So they've had a lot of celebrity guests and people who are not traditional wrestlers come in, and they'll do spots or they'll do matches. And while they'll typically have less experience, the more experienced wrestler can carry them. Now, veteran Psycho Stu was, what I was about to say, was a veteran, and in himself, he was one of them old school guys, so he didn't know how to break kayfabe. Kayfabe is the line between real and fake. Like, there's a fourth wall, there's a third wall, you name it. So, Psycho Stu was in the ring performing with other superstars when Raja Jackson was scheduled to interfere. So he gets into the ring and slams him directly on the back of his head. Now, I do like Rajah Jackson, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but for those of us who've seen the video, it was very graphic. But he proceeded to slam the man and strike him somewhere between 20 and 25 times in the head while the man was already unconscious. Uh, it's a very controversial take because everybody believes he should just be jailed. I believe that is why experience is very important. Nepotism oftentimes blindsides us to the fact that maybe a person isn't ready or qualified for the job just because another person in their family is or was at a particular moment in time. I believe Raja will be have led to held that will be held accountable for his actions, and if not in the form of incarceration, definitely in the form of lawsuits pending damages. Uh, he's been removed from the UFC. Uh, you name it. I believe the wrestling agency lost their. They have this thing called WWID where they train the newer superstars. Like they train the guys, like the collegiate age guys and indie superstars who would like to get onto the bigger circuits. So that's basically what was going on. And Raja technically had no business in there because he wasn't cleared to compete, suffering a concussion from 2 days ago in his sparring session. No wrestling promoter in his right mind would allow a concussed athlete into his ring, nonetheless the son of a former light heavyweight champion of the world, Rampage Jackson. Raja wasn't properly trained for that particular moment, as well as the concussion probably was affecting his decisions, as well as being rage baited by his chat. Rage bait. If you don't know what rage bait is when people say a bunch of things that don't matter to get you mad, and you bite, and then you go do something stupid as a result. So, therefore, you've been rage baited. Um, that's about it as far as the Raja Jackson situation goes. I want to come on here and chat. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Because it's kind of quiet in here, but I can keep going. I'm a big UFC fan, big fan of mixed martial arts. So it was heartbreaking to see something like that happen inside of one of my other favorite sports, professional wrestling. So just couldn't believe it. But I am still rooting for that kid. I hope Raja finds the help he needs, and the family of Cycle Stew and everybody gets properly accommodated. And my prayers go out to their families. It's just a lot to deal with because things like this don't happen every day. It's like, I've been watching this sport as long as I can remember, or all these sports. I love combat sports, so it's a lot to think about. But a lot of other people are at fault, in my opinion, because it's a team effort. The referee for sure, and the guy who told him he would come in and break it up. Now, yes, a receipt doesn't mean you hit a motherfucker 20 times in the head when he's unconscious. So there's that. But it's also in the lack of maturity in the older wrestler because you're supposed to lead and guide. And yeah, I just don't think that type of behavior has any place in the business on both ends. Mostly uh, on the receiving end, on Rogers' end, that had no business carrying on. Anyways, what else y'all want to talk about? What's going on in this world? How about 50 Cent beefing with Dave Blunts? You know who Dave Blunts is? All right, well, Dave Blunts is a supposedly 800-pound rapper. I'm not sure if he's signed to Good Music or if he's just working with Good Music, but He's doing a lot of work with Ye on several of Ye's newer pieces. For instance, they worked on that song Cousins, uh, pertaining to Kanye West giving his cousin fellatio. Now, a lot of people speculate on things and aren't really sure what the result is with Kanye at the particular moment, but it's clear that he's very distraught about something from his past. I don't know if it's real or not, but I've always been a great Kanye supporter, but or not really. I don't really like to put but when you're trying to compliment somebody. I've always been a great Kanye supporter. I'm just not entirely sure what that man has going on since. Yeah, wow. Well, since y'all know when, but that being said, I don't know the man, so who am I to discuss that? But I'm like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the entertainment industry you can't really understand. Then on top of that, Dave Blunt's coming for 50 Cent. Like, come on, bro. 50. The guy who lives to troll. Like, and I haven't heard any responses back from 50 Cent. I've heard no responses back from 50 Cent. So, safe to say 50 don't give a damn. I wouldn't. David Blunt has way bigger problems, I think. But props to him for not backing down. It's just you can't. It's very hard to take somebody like that seriously. Even though, despite the great work they've been doing, like, or I don't even know if it's great, but they've got uh, nationwide recognition for something that a lot of people would call it a health tragedy. Like, it's more for his. Now that guy can sing. He can sing. But let's be real. In today's social media day and age, people care more about bullying people and people who are different than actually supporting people for what they actually represent or stand for. Like for me, for instance, I don't really get bullied a lot. People like I kind of came to the realization that I don't have any serious deformities or anything that make people come for me. So in this generation, I'm not as appealing. It's kind of like we like the unfinished product in this generation. Like I've been watching TV, like you watch all these streams, right? And you see all the behind the scenes. You know what I mean? We're not used to seeing all the behind the scenes of things, and I think that has ruined the nature of pretty much everything. You can't really enjoy everything. Everything's instant gratification. So it's basically fast food consumption because you know these things can't last. Uh, your boy Dave Blunts, shout out to him getting on his healthy shit. I don't go. I don't. Can't really stand with nobody who's going against 50. Since I was a kid, I've learned 50 Cent is always right. One reason or another, whether you know it or not, 50 Cent is always right. Y'all don't know Curtis. Y'all don't know Curtis. 50 Cent still beefing with beefing with, still holding his nuts on goddamn Murder Inc. Yeah, Puff Daddy, Meek Mill, Cassie. Things are crazy right now in the entertainment industry. Snitching is at an all-time high. Everybody's snitching. Um, what I'm about to say, somebody better not clip this, take this out of context, because literally I love Boosie so much. But help me understand that Boosie took a plea deal. I know he didn't tell nobody, but Gunna took a plea deal and he supposedly did. So like, I'm trying to understand, when is it okay to cop a plea? Also, uh, when when is it appropriate to leave all that street shit behind because it's not really conducive to business? A lot of people going on the bus for things that's completely avoidable. Shout out Boosie Badass, for real, for real. Shout out Boosie. I wish him all the best. I do not wish a moment of jail time on anybody, but unfortunately, that's our legal system. You know, it is here to what they say, harass and indict, not protect and serve. So we'll see where it goes from here. There's a lot of other things to discuss. A lot of other things to discuss. There's a lot of new music out right now. Um, Not really sure too many of the new artists, myself in particular. I've been noticing hip hop's kind of becoming more lyrical. The drill wave seems to be relaxing. I don't want to say dying down because there's always going to be different forms of music. But I think there's not really much to rap about. Everything's been said. Like, it's got to be subject matter. Slide on this, hit this, da da da. So kind of, I don't want to use the word watered down, but it's more of a direct form of hip hop. Or so yeah, you know, everything has to evolve. So I feel like subgenres are quite important because they they show a part, but they don't encompass the full nature of the art. Like, for instance, if you lived in Atlanta your whole life, you would think everything sound like trap music. You never know things like Andre 3000 or like, uh, I don't know, Bone Thugs and Harmony or, I don't know, Cameron, Dipset, The Lokes, uh, shit, Pimp C, damn, uh, there's a name, it's on the tip of my tongue too. Uh, Too Short. Too Short. Damn, I don't know why it was so hard to remember Too Short. E40, like there's a lot of the guys are a lot of those guys are pioneers in our game. My bad, got a little distracted. But yeah, I will always be a hip hop head, hip hop enthusiast, artist, entrepreneur, creator. I always look too deep into things. Probably, I kind of always see things for what they are, anyways. Um, Damn, my other phone's in the other room. I might would have been able to check some current events. I don't know what it is, but I think it's nearby. Shout out Sexy Red. If I can remember what it is, I think Sexy Red is somewhere nearby. It's Atlanta. You never know. Tomorrow night there's a talent show. Oh boy, I am sucking at giving y'all details. Um, Yeah, I'll just keep y'all updated on that. It closes the stream every time I open up, and I ain't got my other phone. It's in the other room. That's about it for now. Also, if you know any videographers or anything like that, I know somebody who's looking for some dedicated camera people to assist with a brand that he's currently launching. I can give people details on that. It's a lot of dope opportunities living in Atlanta. Um, so want your photos taken, stuff like that. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. I haven't heard any like breakout new artists. Like, what's the new song right now? Is there anybody who's had like a hit record lately that I need to hear? Because I'm maybe I've been in the house. Um, I just feel like I've been hearing the same shit. I've been hearing that Kendrick song, a couple songs by like the the female artists who's out. Like, I've heard a lot, like it's a lot of Sexy Red. Like I said it before, heard a lot of Sexy Red. Heard some Lotto. Uh, yeah, but oh no, matter of fact, I think Gunna just dropped. Right, Gunna just dropped. Any Gunna fans? Okay, y'all gone perfect. All right, any Gunna fans in here? Nobody likes Gunna. All right, that's cool. Well, Gunna just came out with a project. People saying it sound like elevator music. Um, Damn, I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it minus one song, but I think he's very melodic. The music is listenable, but they are right on the fact that it's almost too flowy. But shout out that boy Gunna. I suppose I don't got no smoke towards none of these artists. I don't know them, but that's just what the streets are telling me. Elevator music, but again, excellent rapper, excellent artist. As far as like his rhyme scheme, his flow, delivery, yeah. Because that new Gunna shit, like I said, I haven't really heard none of the new stuff. Maybe I might hear it in passing. It doesn't sound too bad. It's just very, very commercial. And on the other hand, I haven't heard much Thug, but I think it's because they've tied up his subject matter so much that he can't even talk about the same stuff no more. So, shit crazy, bro. Damn, Future damn a grandpa now. Future damn cut all his locks off. He got gray hair now. Like, shit crazy. I think I heard some. Yeah, no new music besides that Gunna joint that I could think of. That's at least big. I'm sure there's other artists dropping. I'm just not aware of them. Cause nobody want to put me on. Y'all put me on to some people that y'all heard of. Like I'm up and coming. It could always be that way for a while. Like a lot of artists are ever coming. I want to talk about what's going on in the forefront of hip hop. We'll all get there. We'll all get there. I genuinely don't need nobody else to believe in me but myself. So, um, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. So, uh, I was just thinking about who the true goats are. I want to say of the 2010s, and yeah, I might not like this list, but it's cool. I'm gotta give it to Jersey, Future Thug, um, and then I might throw you a curveball of the 2010s. The fourth one might be tough. Young Dolph. Yeah. I put Young Dolph in there. Yeah, my uh, Jersey Future Thug Dolph. That's my at least of the 2010s. Of the 2020s, there's still time. I haven't decided yet. Future definitely made it. I don't care. I think Drake could still squeeze his way in there. I like Drake's music a lot. That's not no shot at Kendrick Lamar. Not a shot at Kendrick Lamar at all. I love Kendrick's music as well. Just I'm not a big fan of people dick riding, so I just like once it got to like the over glaze, I was like, all right, y'all, the glaze is over. Like, relax, like, because he's an excellent artist. I was just like, the glaze was enough to make me not want to hear that shit anymore. Because you can't just because one artist is great, don't mean you discredit every other artist that ever lived. Like, you're like, oh, Kendrick did that. Like, bro, please, like, sheesh. But you know, shout out Kendrick. Um, that's about it for the artists I could think of. Y'all be watching other streamers, bigger streamers. You know, Mr. Beast, Adin Ross. Y'all saw that stream where they was racking up the millies, bro. I think they got like $8 million in subs in one live session, bro. Like, it just go to show you how money get thrown around in this world, and you gotta have the right connections, bro. Like, excuse me. Yeah, there's just like, jeez, make you really think about things. Like, everything that you've ever been taught is a lie. It fed you the lie your entire life. It was the same lie that was bought and sold by another guy who was bought and sold the same lie by another guy who was bought and sold the same lie. So yeah, stuff's a little crazy. Y'all don't have to believe me. It's not really just for anybody to consume. They come and go. They come and go because they don't want me to be heard. But yeah, shit crazy out here. But nah, for real. Like I was watching Mr. Beast and Aiden Ross and XQC, XQP, XQC. I don't know what the bird name is. I was watching the stream and I just couldn't believe it. I was like thinking to myself, because I've never been in the room with a single one of these people, but like I've done a little bit of stuff for some streamers, and it's like you really see how much time and effort is put up into this shit, and how much time and effort also isn't. It's like a lot of that shit is organic, and I think you kind of gotta enjoy interacting with your fans and like talking with your audience. Can I get a like in the chat? Can somebody show me some love? Like you gotta like interacting with your audience, and you gotta yeah, just have fun with it. You're gonna, you know, sometimes it's the same thing with gambling. You start small, like you can make the big bets later, but you gotta play with the little fish to play with the big fish. So it's like people always want like a shortcut. I'm trying to build a community of people who actually rock with me. Uh, yeah, that's it. Once you build a community of people who mess with you, like then you could regard them as like your friends and your true support. Because a lot of times people don't actually understand what you got going on, so they're not gonna watch you until it's too late. So everybody else is watching you. Then it's like, oh, but like if you don't really tap in the early days, then you got to come back, and then everybody gonna be like, I was watching him first. I remember he was just ranting to himself, to zero viewers. There was nobody there watching him rant to himself. And I'm gonna be proud because they gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna be like, nah, nah, nah. Any Zaza smokers? Any partakers? Anybody like pizza? Are y'all introverts, extroverts? Are you some type of weirdo? My one viewer, my friend, you gotta say something, man. Or like, we building a relationship here, man. We supposed to be friends. If you leave, I'm gone. All right. You know, when I be on people's lives, I be running my mouth. I be talking shit. Ain't really said nothing to me though. I don't know how to turn that shit back straight. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe when you get a chance. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. So, what y'all think is better, Papa John's or Domino's? Because if I wanted to order pizza right now, where should I order pizza from? Because Papa John's sounds like terrible. Oh, man. So y'all gonna like, comment, or subscribe, or am I just like streaming to myself? Because if I'm streaming to myself, we about to hit that 30-minute mark, Playboy. I'm about to be up out of here. I'm about to get up out of here. If we don't get a single sub, a single like, follow, I'll be back. But I'll be gone for a little bit. But I'll be back. But yeah, bro, like it's been real. You know what I'm saying? Like, freaking comment, freaking subscribe. If you don't, oh, that's cool. Have fun being lame. L's in the chat. Like, other chats at least be saying something. You know how much, like, I got some easy targets, y'all. Like, I'll tell y'all. Get at me about my fingers. Get at me about, I don't know, my fucking ears, my nappy hair. Like, damn, y'all so quiet. Like, say something. Like, I don't really care for the trolls, but like at least the trolls say some shit. Anyways, I'm out. Haha, got you. I fooled you. I'm not out. I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere. No, I'm just playing. I am leaving.